Pakistani city of Karachi. The name alone is enough to conjure preconceptions of a violent place where Islamic fundamentalists thrive and terrorists hide. This sprawling port metropolis may be all those things, but as with all big cities, in Karachi the opposite is also true. When the sun goes to bed, Pakistan's new rock and roll generation gets up and comes out to play. General Pervez Musharraf's military coup in 1999 may have suspended Pakistan's democracy, but it also lifted the lid on a simmering rock and roll revolution. 5 years ago, rock music was effectively banned in Pakistan, condemned as foreign and un-Islamic. Today, it's Pakistan's biggest entertainment industry. And this is the band that started it all, Junoon. Tonight they are performing at a concert in Karachi, which was almost cancelled because of security fears.
I want you to applaud yourselves for coming out and facing all sorts of innuendo, threats. मैं कहना ये चाहता हूँ कि आपसे ज़्यादा दिलेर कोई नहीं है. Thank you so much.
Junoon are Pakistan's rock and roll superstars. They have sold 20 million records worldwide and boast multiple #1 hits in Pakistan and neighbouring India, bridging the two countries' deep political divide. Junoon's powerhouse blend of modern rock, politics and Sufi Muslim poetry offered Pakistan's youth something they had never seen before.
I like the Junoon. I want to like peace. I don't want terrorism. I don't want bomb blasting. I don't want anything. I want just singing and on Allah. Just Allah.
Lead guitarist Salman Ahmed founded Junoon in 1990. But he's had to travel a very long road to get from rock revolutionary to rock gold. trained as a doctor and lived in New York before giving up medicine for music.
And it was really trial and error to plant a seed of rock music in a country which had never seen rock. And it's probably the only place on earth where you could make all the mistakes all over again.
For years, the long hair and jeans, which are now Salman's trademark, were banned from television in a Pakistan dominated by oppressive governments and Islamist fervour.
Now, I remember the first time I was on stage, it was a talent show, and I was playing something on the guitar, and in came these Jamaatis, who are sort of a religious student group. They broke all the furniture, all the guitars. I mean, I said, wait, that's our job, you know, to break the guitars and the drum sets, you know. But I mean, they just didn't have any sense of humor. It was really difficult. It was an uphill battle at that time. But we won out because when you release stuff through music, it just permeates. It just goes out there.
In Karachi, Junoon is recording a live concert at one of the many satellite music channels that sprung up a couple of years ago, challenging Pakistan's strict censorship. Salman's brother Sherry, who's also Junoon's manager, remembers it well.
In 1990, we just had one channel called PTV. It's crap. And suddenly we had Star TV come in with MTV and CNN and BBC and Fox, and everybody's like getting bombarded with images. And even villages in Pakistan are getting these real old fogies watching Baywatch. They're like, oh my God, that just obliterated PTV's stranglehold on people's mindsets. And so then suddenly we started getting private channels, and people realized that we don't have to kiss anybody's ass anymore. We can be ourselves.
It's a sense of freedom which young musicians like 26-year-old Shalom Xavier could only have dreamt about before Junoon. It's only a Tuesday night in Karachi, but Shalom is heading out on the town.
Karachi is the most happening place in Pakistan. I love being in Karachi, and yes, it gets dangerous sometimes, but every big city has drawbacks, and it's one of the biggest cities in South Asia. So I mean, violence is there, but there's a balance, and for the past 3-4 years, it's been absolutely really good.